Hello everyone, and welcome to Desperate FleshEater. This is a game that I'm in again. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that crazy? This is the second game I've voice acted in. That's just such an insane thing for me to say. So I just... What, I'm not gonna play it on my channel? Yeah, right. Okay, so this is a visual novel, kind of like darker horror game that was submitted for the Spooktober Visual Novel Jam. I will link to it in my description. It's on itch.io for free if you would like to download it and play it yourself. Disclaimer, I will not be getting all of the endings. The game does have 5 endings, and I'm planning on doing, like, the bad ending, because I've played it on my own already and gotten the good ending. I was playing it mostly just to see how the game came together since I'm in it. So I obviously also know all of the endings because I voiced the lines for it. But for my playthrough, I wanted to just do like the bad ending. You know what I mean? Just to spice things up a little. So if you want to see any of the other 5 endings, technically 4 since I'm getting one, but you know, if you want to see any of the other endings, download the game, play it yourself. It's totally free. All of the people who worked on it are super talented. I'm really happy I got to work on another game. Just so happy I got to be a part of it. Let's just get started, shall we? Every night since Mom blanked me, I usually have the same dream. Tonight is no different. In the dream, I'm standing in the dark, taller than I've ever been. Below, I can see myself as I was the day Mom blanked me. Same clothes and all. That version of me is sleeping peacefully on some kind of gurney. It's like he's on some kind of operating table. Behind my body is a bulky form with 2 glowing eyes. A monster. Somehow, I know that monster is a part of me. I don't know how I know, but I know. And then, I start becoming that monster. Sharp fangs grow in my mouth. Claws form on my hands. Fur sprouts all over my body. I get bigger and bigger, all while I scream in horror, trying to resist the transformation. And then, I wake up. I open my eyes and glance over at the window. It's finally morning. I forgot to say who I'm voicing. It's Cliff. Sorry, that's me. Forgot to mention. My stomach growls and I sigh. I hug myself, feeling like I'm going to throw up. I went to bed hungry again. Food is impossible, I swear. Not because I don't have it. I do. But everything I have in my cabinets right now repulses me, and that makes it impossible to want to eat anything in there. Not to mention I can barely get the energy to cook nowadays. I could have ordered out, but I've ordered out a ton this week, and every time I do, I feel like I've given up. So instead, I choose to eat nothing for dinner, and went to bed hungry. Or chose, my bad. Rinse and repeat. At least today, I can go to the food bank, get some new stuff. That always helps me eat for a little bit. Stops the cycle for a while. Motivated by this thought, I get out of bed and leave my room, walking down to the bathroom. My mouth feels kind of funny, but I think nothing of it. It'll probably go away once I brush my teeth. Once I reach the bathroom, I turn on the light. I freeze as I stare at my reflection. The hand against the light switch has long claws protruding from my nails, and in my mouth are sharp fangs. Just like in the dream. I run back to my room and get my stuffed rabbit, Michelle, from the bed. I bring her to the bathroom, placing her on the shelf. In times like these, it helps to have someone to talk to, even if they're not real. My hands shake as I pick up my toothbrush and toothpaste. You're seeing this, right? I'm not still dreaming, am I? What the fuck is going on?
Calm down. Deep breath.
I love Michelle. She's so cute. I pause, putting toothpaste on my wet brush and breathe in and out through my nose. In and out. In and out. Okay.
Good. That's better.
I can't believe this is real. This can't be real. How is this happening?
I'm pretty sure this would be easier if you accept that this is reality. As weird as it is.
You have a point. But what if someone at the food bank sees this?
Don't worry, you got your hoodie and gloves. You got your face mask. Sure, people aren't wearing them as much these days, but technically it's still COVID season, so you got that excuse.
That's true.
Yep, just relax. Nobody really pays attention to you at the food bank. People aren't going to notice a thing.
But what if someone sees? How do I explain this?
Nobody's going to see. Trust me. You're going to be fine.
I try to keep those words in my mind as I stand in line at the food bank later that morning. Little Michelle, the version of my rabbit that is on my keychain, is in my pocket. My foot taps nervously against the floor. What if my mask falls off and people see these fangs? What if someone gets suspicious and rips off my gloves? What if...
Cliff? Is that you?
I jump in surprise and whirl around at the voice. Oh shit, my cover's blown! Wait, is that... Nova? Sure enough, it's the trans woman I met during my stay at Green Pastures. She looks very happy to see me, though I can't imagine why. I wouldn't be happy to see me. What are you doing here? Did you get discharged from GP?
Yeah, they put me in a housing program here in town, like they did for you. How are you doing? I was so bummed when your insurance yanked you out of GP. I know it's only been a few weeks, but I've missed talking to you, man.
It's been... Alright, first choice, let's go. So... Is this I feel like this isn't a spoiler, is it? Not really. I guess a hint? More so? Basically, to get the better endings in the game, you're supposed to be, more honest, more open with Nova, and, tell her about your problems and stuff like that. But I'm not doing that, because I want to suffer. Just for fun. So, it's been fine, I'm gonna lie. It's been fine. I mean, GP found me free housing, so I can't really complain about much.
That's great.
Anyway, how about you? How are you doing?
Things are a bit tough. Going to GP was a good step for me, but keeping up with mental health hygiene after discharge has been a bitch. It was easier when I had daily group therapy and weekly individual sessions. Now it's all up to me. That stuff is fuck.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
But hey, other than that, I can't complain much. And it's good to see the trans mask king of Green Pastures again.
That makes me smile. Good to see the trans femme queen again, too. Nova offers me a fist bump. I take it, and she grins.
Hell yeah.
Excuse me, next person in line?
I turn around to see that the people in front of me vanished when I wasn't looking. Oops. Guess I wasn't paying attention. Oh, shoot. I'm up. I'll see you later, Nova.
Yeah, it was good talking to you.
I go to the desk and get caught up in the familiar routine. Once they confirm my identity, dead name and all, unfortunately, I can get a shopping cart and go around the small space for food. Aside from the normal pickings, there are a few good finds. Frozen pizza, rice bread, cans of corn, sugary cereal, things I like eating, things that will motivate me to go to the kitchen. This is good. I hum happily to myself as I exit the food pantry, standing outside with my cart as I wait for an Uber to pick me up. I don't have a car, so I have to rely on rideshare services to get around. Very inconvenient, but it's not like I have much of a choice. As I'm waiting for my ride, I hear someone behind me.
Hey!
I turn around as Nova approaches me with a smile, and a full cart.
Let's exchange numbers. I want to keep in touch with you.
That surprises me. I don't really consider myself a person people like keeping in touch with, so this is a pleasant surprise. I take my cell phone from my pocket. Sure. Okay. We swap numbers, and once Nova sends me a text, I input her number into my contacts. She pumps her fist, looking absolutely stoked.
Sweet.
My ride pulls up. I walk over to it, waving at Nova. See you!
Later!
A half hour later, I'm back at my apartment, and my groceries are put away. The pizza is heating up in the oven. I'm excited to sink my teeth to it, and stim excitedly, my fingers tapping against the counter. When my overly sharp nails hit the wooden surface, I remember my predicament. Right, claws and teeth. I take little Michelle out of my pocket and put her on the counter. Maybe I should clean up a little bit.
You can wait until after you eat and do it all at once.
I'm just not sure how to deal with being like this. I hold out my hands and inspect them, looking closely at the nails. Do you think a nail file will help?
What about the teeth?
Ugh, you're right. I don't know what to do about that. I wish I knew why this was happening. Ding! The timer for the pizza goes off. Deciding to end our conversation there, I turn and take the food out of the oven. The pizza is the supreme variant, with pepperoni and veggies, all things I like eating. I cut the pizza into 8 slices, put 3 on my plate, and take a bite of one of them. Chewing with fangs feels weird. Like my mouth is pricklier than it previously was. At least the pizza's good, though. I won't go to bed hungry tonight. There's a fruit fly? You stepped into the wrong house, I'll say that. But I was gonna... When you open the game, there is, a trigger warning, content warning that I didn't show because it wasn't full screen when I opened it. My bad. But when I say, like, horror game and stuff, and I feel like you could probably guess by the vibe that there is sensitive material in here, I will say, in the bad endings, it's not as detailed because essentially Cliff doesn't come clean as much as he would. If you hadn't guessed this, then here's your warning, because it's still pretty in the beginning of the game, so just wanted to let you know, just in case. Continue. When I'm done eating, I wash my dishes, take little Michelle from the counter, and go to my bedroom. I lie down on the bed, staring up at the ceiling.
What are you thinking?
It's just... today felt too good. I feel like something's going to go wrong any second now.
Why?
I don't know. The balance of the universe?
Well, maybe today the universe wants to give you a break.
Oh, I guess so.
But you can't just accept good things on their own?
I'm usually waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Better go sleep before it drops on your head then.
Good idea.
Ooh, I know a video you should put on to drift off.
Daydream Arcade?
Daydream Arcade!
I take my meds, then pick up my phone and go on YouTube. Going to the Daydream Arcade's channel, I put on their Reddit Stories playlist and put the phone on my bedside table.
Howdy, howdy, hools! Welcome back to the Daydream Arcade. I'm Daryl. This is my co-host, Brianna.
We got some spicy Reddit stories for you guys today. First up,
I go under the covers and close my eyes, letting the sound of the video ease me to sleep. Soon, I drift off. Hell, dude, I think the dream sequences are some of my favorite parts. Because I love the inner beast design that you'll see. I love it. And I love the music that was put together for it. I mean, like, the team did a great job on this one. It's just so cool. Every night since Mom blanked me, I usually have the same dream. But when I don't have the monster dream, my dream takes me back to when she blanked me. That's what it does tonight. In my dream, I'm lying on my left side, on her bed. My mom's standing over me, but I can't really see her.
Just relax. Let me help you.
I know what's about to happen, and I want to stop it, but I can't move. I'm completely frozen. Stop.
Okay, I'm going to start soon. Are you ready?
I said stop!
You don't know what you're talking about. You need this. Don't deny it.
Please. No. Then, blinding pain as it begins. As the portrayal sinks in, I wake up. Looking outside, I can see that it's pretty early. After those dreams, I always feel very foggy. like I'm seeing myself through a layer of static. I reach up to rub my eyes, but pause when I spot my claws. They're longer now, more fully formed. I know I should be shocked or horrified by that, but right now I don't really feel anything, so it's barely a footnote in my mind. It's not like I go out anywhere, so nobody will notice this. Who cares if I'm turning into some kind of monstrous beast? Oh well. I go back to my bed and sit down, and then my phone buzzes. I pick it up and see Nova sent me a text. I love what they did with the texts. The fact that Michelle is the phone background, the little noises, it's so cute. I love it so much. Hey Cliff, it's Nova. Just wanted to check in with you. How are you doing? So you can not reply, tell her I'm fine, which is a lie, or tell her I'm not fine. And I'm just gonna not reply. I'm gonna do like all the worst decisions. Because, listen, it goes against what my gut tells me, because I know what happens, but I just want to play the bad ending for once, okay? I just put my phone on silent and put it in my pocket. Still feeling fuzzy, I lie back down and close my eyes. Maybe when I wake up again later, the static will be gone. Soon, I'm fast asleep. I'm back in the usual dream. There it is. I know the inner beast didn't show up in the last dream, but I knew it was coming up, okay? I'm standing above myself, the version of me that I was the night Mom blanked me. Across from me, in the dark, I can see the glowing eyes of the monster. I wait for myself to grow and sprout fur, but after a while, nothing happens. Looking down, though, I can see I have the claws I've grown in real life, and I can feel my fangs in my mouth.
I don't know why you're resisting me.
I jump in surprise and stare at the monster. Holy fuck! You can talk?
I'm a version of you, dumbass. If you can talk, so can I.
I don't know how I didn't figure that out sooner.
Well, we're both a bit clueless sometimes.
I mean, that is true.
But that's not important. What I want to know is, why are you resisting me?
I look down at my claws, trying to find the words. The sleeping version of me catches my eye as I ponder, and I stare at him.
I know you want to turn feral and tear into him. Rip him to pieces. But you just keep deciding not to. As if you can resist what you know you need to do.
I don't want to be a monster.
Like you have much of a choice.
Shut up.
You've always been a monster, just like her. You're broken. There's no changing that.
I said, shut up! The words leave my mouth in a guttural roar, an animalistic cry that I didn't know I had in me.
See? I'm right. Just give in to the change. Tear yourself apart, and you'll be free.
I look down at the sleeping version of me. He looks so innocent, so peaceful. He hasn't been blanked by Mom yet. He doesn't know she's capable of such evil. In other words, he's the perfect victim. And I hate him for that. I hate him so much. Anger fills my soul and runs through my body, causing my claws and fangs to grow. I lift up my hand, intending to slash the version of myself across the chest. But I see the innocent expression on his face, and it snaps me out of it. I lower my hand. I don't want to hurt him.
Suit yourself. You'll come to your senses eventually.
And that's when I wake up. I sit in bed, feeling dazed. Not staticky, though, so that's good. I look down and see my claws have grown, just like in the dream. My teeth must be longer too, then. Michelle is facing away from me on the table across from my bed. but I know she's heard me when she says,
Good morning, sleepyhead! Or should I say good afternoon?
"Hey." My stomach growls. It must be past noon and I haven't eaten. Fuck. What can I eat today? I remember I have leftover pizza, but thinking about having that 2 days in a row makes my stomach turn. Shit. The pattern is happening again, and I can feel my options shrinking as my brain recoils at the thought of eating anything I currently have in the house. Item after item in the cabinets or fridge comes to mind, but each one seems more revolting than the last. I could order out? No, I shouldn't. I've already ordered out so many times, and I shouldn't waste away the money I have like that. But how else am I going to eat? I anxiously bite my sharp nail, claw, whatever it is, shoving my pointer finger in my mouth. Fuck, fuck, fuck! Why is this shit always so difficult? Why can't I just make food I don't like and shove it into my face hole like normal people? Am I just lazy? Yeah, that's probably it. I'm just lazy and stupid and worthless. Something is wrong with me. I'm broken. I'm broken and there's no way to fix me. I pause for a moment and realize I don't feel as hungry anymore. Not sure why, but that's a relief. I take my finger out of my mouth, glancing down at it, and I scream. My finger is gone, replaced by a stub of torn flesh. It doesn't hurt, but there's a pool of blood on my sheets now. Dude. Yes. I know it's in the title. I know. Desperate Flesh Eater. I know. But dude, if there is something you gotta know about me, I love cannibal media. Any, like, story, show, book, like, anything that has cannibalism in it as, like, a metaphor for something. Incredible. I love it, I love it, I love it. So when I heard about the plot of this game and that it was going to be a character that self-cannibalizes, I was like, yeah. Yes. I want to be in this game. Yes. And it's, oh my god. It's just such a good vessel for horror, dude. I love it so much. Ah, okay. I had to say it. I had to. How the fuck did this happen? Did I do this when I thought I was just biting my nail? It takes me a minute to put two and two together. I ate my fucking finger. That's why I don't feel as hungry. I stare at what I've done, and I feel... you could say disgusted. I just ate my finger for fuck's sake. Or relieved. At least I'm not hungry anymore. We're gonna go relieved. I just feel relieved. I don't care if I ate my own flesh. Food is food. I decide not to tell Michelle about it. I don't want her to judge me.
You're quiet. Is everything okay?
Michelle, you don't even know. You don't want to know, frankly. Fuck, it's like she's reading my mind. I open my mouth, debating whether to say something, but then I see something extraordinary happen. The torn nub twitches, and then flesh grows on it from nothing, regenerating what was lost in a matter of seconds, until finally my finger is back. There's not even a scar. That's a relief. At least I won't have to go to the hospital or anything. That would have been quite a lot to explain.
Hello?
Right. I clear my throat. Everything's fine, I think.
That's good. Oh, don't forget that you said you wanted to try some job searching this week.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the reminder. I'll add it to my to-do list for tomorrow.
You're not gonna do it today?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, you're the boss. Just try to take care of yourself, okay? Go take a shower or something.
Good idea. I'll do that. I get out of bed, even as my brain screams at me not to. The day's pretty much wasted, and it's not like I'm going anywhere, so showering feels pointless. Feeling fresh and clean is a nice thing that I want, so I might as well do it. I get a change of clothes, then go to the bathroom and shower. The hot water running down my body is relaxing, but I keep poking holes in my washcloth with my claws as I try to wash myself. Maybe I should get a loofah instead. Once I've showered and changed, I brush my teeth. When that's done, I give myself a smile in the bathroom mirror. I look pretty nice, if I do say so myself. You can barely tell I ate my own flesh less than a half hour ago. I almost look like a normal human. Almost. Maybe. When I get back to my bedroom, I pick up my phone and see Nova has texted me. Hey dude, just saying hi. How's the day going? My stomach growls. Shit, guess I didn't eat enough earlier. I look down at my hand. I still have fingers to spare. I could munch on those, if nothing else. But before I worry about that, what should I do about Nova? Oh my god, I feel bad because we're not going to see much of Nova, but I'm trying to go for the most evil ending. We're not going to reply. I decide to leave Nova on red and put my phone into my pocket. It hurts. I like when it comes to games, I don't like doing bad endings, especially games that are more like emotional, kind of like this. Like when you know the character needs help, it like physically hurts. And I hate it. But I told myself I was gonna be evil. I was gonna be evil today. It's like when I play Baldur's Gate 3. I like cannot bring myself to do like an evil run yet. I cannot. It pains me. It's fine. It's fine. It's not real. It's fine. Oh god. I wrap my arms around my body, clutching my hungry stomach. Why am I like this? Getting out of bed and cooking seems like such a Sisyphean task, an insurmountable, unattainable accomplishment. Why am I so impossible, so lazy and awful and wrong? I look down at my arm and my fists clench as anger fills my body. I let out a scream of rage, and in a moment of furious impulsiveness, I rip into my arm with my fangs. I bite into my flesh and swallow it. I don't taste it, though. I'm so angry at myself that I don't care about that. I continue to rip into my arm, letting out a cry after cry of rage. Why are you like this? Stupid, stupid, stupid! I can taste blood in my mouth, and that makes me happy. It means I've cut deep. It means I've hurt myself bad, and I deserve it. I deserve pain, after being so impossible to please. When my rage finally cools, my arm is a torn up mess. My hand is completely gone, and my sheets are covered in blood.
Cliff, are you okay?
Absolutely not. Not at all, actually, Michelle. Poor Michelle. Honestly, Michelle is a true victim here. Cause what could she do? The poor little bunny. She just sits there and tries, you know? Poor gal. Things are not going well. I jump, looking over at Michelle. Like usual, she's facing away from me, but I can tell that she's concerned.
Cliff, I'm not totally sure what's going on, but being hard on yourself isn't gonna help anything. Try to give yourself some grace.
You can say you're right, I'm sorry, or what the fuck do you know? I'm so sorry, Michelle. I am so sorry. But this is my evil era. Okay? I'm so sorry. I grit my teeth. My voice comes out as guttural growls. What the fuck do you know? Huh? Give myself grace? As if I deserve that? Fuck you.
Cliff, you're scaring me. Please, can you turn me around? I want to see what's going on. I want to help.
I am so sorry, Michelle. Oh my god. Oh shit. My bad. I always right-click on accident. Jeez. You're not going to like it.
I don't care. I want to be here for you. But I can't do that unless you let me. So, will you let me?
Oh god. Turn Michelle around and bring her over, or leave her as she is. Michelle, I am so sorry. We're gonna leave her. Sorry. But I need to be alone. I don't want you involved in this.
Okay, I'll be here if you change your mind.
I lie down on the bed, watching my arm as it steadily regenerates. As I do so, I feel myself getting more and more sleepy. So I close my eyes, and soon, I'm fast asleep. I feel so bad. I feel so bad, dude. Oh my god. Okay. I'm back in a familiar dream. I'm standing over myself as I was when I was blanked, and my inner beast is staring at me from the darkness behind him.
I knew you'd come to your senses.
Yeah, because self-harm is a very sensible thing to do, I'm sure.
Come on. You already tore yourself apart, and you know that you deserve being ripped into. So do it already.
I look down at the version of myself. He looks so peaceful, and it fills me with rage. I put my hand on his claws and run them down his arm. At first, I don't press down too hard, but my anger makes my hand come down harder, and I draw blood. Seeing that scares me, and I retreat.
It's a start.
And then I wake up. I sit up, and then I remember. My arm. I look at it, and it's completely regenerated. No scars. Nothing. It's like last night never happened. I groan and lie back down, letting out a sigh.
What's wrong?
I don't want to get out of bed.
Why not?
There's so much I have to do. So many things I need to get done to get my life in order.
Oh, so it's easy to stay in bed and tackle all of that?
Yeah.
You know you'll have to do all those things eventually, right?
Yeah. But I don't want to do them right now. I grab my phone from my bedside table and see that Nova has texted me. Dude, I am so sorry, Nova. I'm so sorry to everyone, truthfully. Hey, Cliff, I haven't heard from you yet, and I'm kind of getting worried. Can you reply so I know you're alive, LOL? I am so sorry. I want to, but I'm so sorry. I turned my phone off and put it back on the table. Better to ignore it. I flop back down on the bed, staring at the ceiling. Come on, Cliff. You gotta get up.
You can do it, Cliff!
Thanks, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Blessing. Angry at myself, I grab my arm and dig my claws into my skin. Why can't you do this, idiot? Why?
Calm down. Deep breaths.
I'm so sorry, Michelle. I'm so sorry. You can say, okay, okay, or shut up. Michelle does not deserve this. I'm so sorry. Shut up! I didn't ask you, did I?
Cliff!
Shut up! Taking a deep breath, I force myself out of the bed, grabbing some clothes from my drawers. Then, I go to the bathroom to take a shower. I spend too much time trying to force myself to get into the shower. A lot of it is spent staring at my arm, which is already completely healed. I don't know if it's better that it's fixed, or would be better if it was still raw. Showering is hard, with the nails and all, but if I'm gentle on my scalp, it actually feels kinda nice. After a while, I go back to my bed and sit on the edge, facing away from Michelle.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
I grab Michelle and hug her tight. Sorry.
That's okay.
I can't promise I won't do it again.
Don't worry, I'm not judging you. But I do think it would be nice if you maybe did spend time with Nova.
You're so right. But I'm in my evil era, Michelle. I don't need her. I have you.
That's right. You do have me.
I pick up my phone, open a Daydream Arcade video, and lie down.
Embrace the monster, Cliff.
My eyes immediately open.
Don't fight it, Cliff. You know this is who you are. There's no fighting that.
Just let it happen.
I grab my phone and stare at the screen. Both of the hosts are staring at me, uncanny smiles on their faces.
You're a monster. You always were. It just took you being for it to finally come out.
Don't resist that. Don't deny who you are.
Oh god. Listen or close the video. We're gonna listen because you already know the drill. I put my phone back on the bedside table and lie down. More than ever, I'm aware of the claws on my fingers, the fangs in my mouth, how much potential I have to harm.
That's it. Embrace it. You can rip the version of you who got apart, and then you can do so much more.
I drift off with those words echoing in my mind. I'm back in the dream with the monster, and the version of me from when I was blank.
I know you're angry. I can feel it, you know.
You can?
Yes. Surely you're angry at him, too. Aren't you?
I look down at the version of myself. Just seeing him makes me feel sick. Yes.
Go on. I know there are some things you want to say to him.
I look down at him, clenching my fist. Saying these things out loud scares me at first, but I'm too angry to hold myself back. I hate you so much. Why did you let yourself be? You're pathetic. Pathetic. Saying that feels good, and I double down, even as tears stream down my face. If you had been better, if you had acted differently, you would have never been. It's just as much your fault that it happened. You idiot. You big fucking idiot. I try to say more, but what leaves my mouth instead is a loud sob, and I collapse to the ground, crying uncontrollably.
I'm so proud of you. You're getting close to where you need to be. It won't be long now.
My cat is very mournfully meowing at me right now. Hello? Maybe she needs to be here. Maybe the emotional support is warranted. Come here. This is hell. This is so... Like, obviously I already know everything, but, you know, playing it and experiencing it in the game form is obviously much more immersive. And damn, it's very hard to not very much put yourself in the character's shoes, especially when it's your voice. It's like, it's actually so crazy to be playing and me reading the regular lines, and then it's my voice doing the speaking. Crazy experience, I'll say that. Yeah, this, like, hell actually to live through. Literally just, like, not going outside, not socializing, isolating yourself like that. And then basically your only confidant, Michelle, is trying, but you're just getting too far gone to even, like, do anything. And you don't even have respite in your dreams. Yoicks! Not good. I chose this, though. I did. I have no room to complain, but damn. And that's when I wake up. Then I remember, I have to make myself food. Fuck. Come on, Cliff. Think. There has to be something you can eat. I fight to get myself out of bed. I at least need to go look. I struggle to even get my legs over the side and stand up, like my body's fighting against me. But once my feet land on the floor, it's a little bit easier. And I take one step, then another, then another. Come on, Cliff. Let's go. I go to the kitchen and open the fridge. The only thing I can find to use are some eggs. Maybe I can use the bread to make toast? Eggs aren't too bad. They don't take too long to make. This might be okay. Satisfied, I go to the bathroom and take a shower. After I brush my teeth, I go to my bedroom and pocket little Michelle. Then, I go to the kitchen and make my eggs. The process of doing so is actually somewhat therapeutic. Putting something together like this feels kind of nice. And I'm able to make them faster than I thought, too.
Easier than you thought, huh?
Yeah. I have to admit, this is nice. Once the food is done, I put it on a plate, grab some utensils, and dig in. The eggs need a little salt, but once I get that condiment from the cabinet and sprinkle it in, the dish is perfect. And the toast is good as is. Eating in general feels good, and the fact that I was able to make it myself is quite satisfying. But then, just as I finish eating, the doorbell rings.
You're not expecting someone, are you?
No. Maybe it's just the mailman with a package. Yeah, that's probably it. I get up from the table and walk over to the door. Convinced it's the mailman, I don't bother to look in the peephole, and I open it. You know, not great. It's not the mailman. It's my mother.
Finally, I found you, Dorothy.
Hearing my dead name is like a knife in the chest, and it fills me with anger. My claws get sharper, and I bare my teeth. Mom, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm here to bring you home, where you belong. Do you know how much I had to do in order to find you?
I don't care.
Well, I came to find you because I love you. I don't know how much you're paying for this apartment, but surely you can't afford the rent.
I'm in a housing program, Mom. I'm independent. Away from you.
Why would you want to be away from me? We're family.
Oh boy. You can say I suppose, or are you fucking kidding me? The I suppose would technically, to me, be the more evil line. But we're going unhinged mode here. Are you fucking kidding me? You? Me. Did you forget that?
Lower your voice. You're being hysterical.
I don't care. I can feel my fangs growing.
Ugh, enough of this. I need you to come back with me.
Fuck you, man. That's not your decision? Fuck you. We're not being reasonable in this house right now. We are... Well, I mean, fuck you is reasonable to me also, but you know what I mean. Fuck you. You dare show up at my doorstep and ask me to come back with you? After you me? I can feel my fangs growing and I bare my teeth. Something snaps inside of me, and I let out a loud roar. The beast inside me comes to life, takes over my body, and I go down on all fours. I grow, and soon I'm covered in fur and towering over my mother. I leap on top of her, roaring and screaming, and tear my claws into her. Full of rage, I rip her apart, until you can barely recognize that she was once a person, and not a mountain of torn flesh. When I'm finished, I come back to my senses, and listen to myself breathing, processing what I had just done. I wait for a few minutes, part of me hoping that, like me, she regenerates. But it doesn't happen. I'm just standing here. I feel the blood drying on my cheeks and hands. Or what was my hands. My body is fully transformed into something else. Something new. I wish I felt something about what had just happened, but I mostly feel relief. I don't know who could help me now. Maybe nobody. I let out a loud roar, and then return to my home. Going into the bed, I curl up with Michelle, and try to fall asleep. I feel a little laugh bubble in my throat. Deep, rumbly, like the noise from my dreams. I wish it was scary, but it feels right. This is who I am now. And I'm free. Right? Yeah. So that's like the worst ending. You know what I mean? Like that's like no help for Cliff. Literally just fully letting the inner beast take over. Oh my god, me. Voice of Cliff is me. That's crazy. I do feel bad. We didn't get to hear a lot of the other voices. Just because I decided to go with that ending. But again, this game is free. There are 5 endings. If you want to get any of the other endings, Go ahead. I'll have it in my description. It would really be cool if you checked it out and wanted to get the other endings. I just wanted to go with something different and do, like, the worst ending, you know? Yeah, ending 2 of 5. Boy, oh boy. Yep, made for the Spooktober Visual Novel Jam 2024. Sweet. That was Desperate FleshEater. Like I said, I'm not doing the other endings on my own. Go check it out if you want the other endings. But super happy I played it. Super happy I got to be a part of it. Still so surreal to hear my own voice in 2 games now. I hope to voice in many others and other things in general. So look forward to that. Thank you to all the people who worked on this game. And for the dev, Bez, who cast me in this game. Really appreciate it. Was really happy I got to work on another game. And that was it. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe. If you made it this far and are not already subscribed, that's like so weird, dude. Just subscribe. I mean, you look goofy. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it. Share it with everybody and everybody if you so choose. And in the meantime, before next time, go make a meal. Did I not just say this in the last game I posted? Not food being a common theme in the last 2 games I played. That's a crazy coincidence, but yeah, go cook yourself a meal, even if it's something simple. Cooking is fun. Even if you don't necessarily think it's fun, kind of just like Cliff, even if you make a simple meal, sometimes it can just make you feel better, because it lets you put work into something. So, go do that. That's really it though this time. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.